Alvin Patrimonio! Alvin Patrimonio! The most valuable player! Stand up and cheer for Alvin Patrimonio!
Masasabi ko na mission accomplished. Ito yung year na dumating yung mga Philap. They're dominating talaga pagdating nila. Masasabi ko na mas lalo ako na-challenge dito. Although they're bigger and quicker and stronger, masasabi ko na meron naman na solusyon yan kung paano masasabay sa kanila. Diyan ko, pinactice yung outside shooting. In fact, may conference yata na gumanda yung 3-point percentage ko. Kaya nga nabansagan tayo ng the captain nung una, tapos na dagdagan ng Lionheart because siguro hindi tayo talaga sumusuko or talagang puro puso ang panlaban natin. Ito talaga ang mga trophies ko. Family. Ang son ko is into culinary arts and malapit na siyang graduate. I'm proud of him. My 2 daughters. I'm sure na nakuha nila yung pagiging winner ko as an athlete, kaya napasa sa kanila. They're into tennis right now. Marami na silang nasiliyang tournaments. Nire-represent na nila ang ating bansa. Parati ko sa kanilang sinasabi na ibang feeling pag dinadala nyo. I'm very proud of them. As a father, yun talagang legacy na mabibigay mo sa mga anak mo. Ako po si Alvin Patrimonio dito sa PBA Slideshow.
What a career that was for Captain Lionheart, Alvin Patrimonio. Of course, he's not just managing his own daughters and family, he's also the manager of the BMEG Derby Ace Llamados. Best of luck always, Idol. If you guys want to follow anything and everything that goes on here in the PBA, you can follow us on Twitter. That's the www.twitter.com and just /PBA at Solar TV. When we return, the distinguished gentleman will break down this first half together with the birthday boy, only here on Solar TV.
Bagamat low scoring ang ating laro, it's been fast, it's been up and down, and definitely low scoring pero high energy. Yan ang ating napansin in the first 2 quarters of this showdown between Ginebra and BMEG Derby Ace. Miko Alili kasama si Jason Webb. And Jason, mararamdaman mo dito sa ating mga fans, over 14,000, none of them are disappointed because 2 teams are really exerting effort on the floor.
100% effort being shown right here, and these are 2 quality teams. It's such a treat when you see 2 quality teams really battling out, and when you look at the score, wala ring nakakalayo so far. And another thing that PBA fans and the basketball fans really like to see is guys running up and down the court, and all of those materials so far nakikita natin sa game na to.
And let's see the frenetic moments of the first 2 quarters. The first quarter ended with BMEG on top 22-21. At namayani dyan ang scoring apostles ng BMEG. Of course, James, Peter, si Roger tsaka Jonas, hindi kasi apostles sa mga yun. But in the first quarter, Peter Jun Simon had 10 points in that period. Samantalang James Yap naman, let's see, he had 6 points. Actually, Simon had 6. And we continue our dishing out our highlights from the first half. And there's James Yap. And as expected, ang bilis yung takbo kasi nga it's a guard-dominated game.
But you saw most of the points coming from the scoring apostles. Most of them are coming out of transition. Hindi nila hinahayaan na yung depensa ng Barangay Ginebra mag-set up.
And then in the second quarter, Ginebra made its move. BMEG Derby Ace led by as many as 8 points. Eric Meng had 8 points in the second quarter and really got busy in the shaded lane. Pinahirapan niya yung mga malalaking mama ng BMEG. Mark Kagiwa contributing 4 points off the bench para matulungan itong pagbangon ng Ginebra. They forced turnovers in that quarter, leading to layups for Mark Cortez.
First point, Eric Meng got busy, got some points. When he scores, that doesn't allow the big men of BMEG to help on the guards of Barangay Ginebra. The other thing that Barangay Ginebra did, like you said, they forced turnovers, and finally, when they forced those turnovers, they finally got into the fast break situation and got layups. When you look at the numbers so far, 3-point shooting so far para sa BMEG Derby Ace, hindi natin makita-kita dahil 0 out of 7 sila while Barangay Ginebra 3 out of 8, close to 50%, just one shot off. But second chance points. They talk about BMEG Derby Ace not being big, but at least they got 4 second chance points. Big men of Barangay Ginebra have to work the glass a little bit better because they did not get any second chance point. But what they did very well was take care of the basketball. Only 5 turnovers para sa Barangay Ginebra. That's very good for the game, even when you say doblehin natin, only 10 for the game. And finally, points on transition. We saw it in the first quarter. A lot of the points on transition were scored in the first quarter by BMEG Derby Ace. And Barangay Ginebra had 4 to BMEG Derby Ace has 7.
Isang magandang gabi po sa kanilang lahat. This is PBA Big Time Sunday live on Solar TV. Laban ng Ginebra at BMEG Derby Ace. We had a thrilling first game kanina. A 1-point win para sa Rainer Shine over the Alaska Aces, 80-79. Ryan Aranya was the hero of the game, converting 2 free throws, which eventually picked the final score. Starting off the second half para sa BMEG, Mark Pingris, Don Aliado, Roger Yap, Peter Jun Simon, and James Yap. And a block there by Billy Mamaril. For Ginebra, Ronald Tubid, Willie Miller, Mamaril, Kagiwa, and Hatfield.
Could have been a fourth shot right there for Roger Yap, but we've seen him do that a number of times in his career. You might say, in the PBA right now, the guy that uses the glass the best, itong si Roger Yap.
It's a lost art, ha?
Oo.
May mga paborting na tira. As Hatfield scores, let's talk about boarding. Nabanggit natin kanina, Freddy Hubalde, ha?
What's the best at
Wow. I mean, a back shot for Freddy before was a layup.
That is true. And that must have broken your heart because I know that you're a Toyota fan.
Here's Tubit. I take back what I said about Ginebra having home court advantage here. Dinig na dinig yung BMEG fans dun eh.
Oh, dikit na dikit eh. Sabi siya kanina eh. May pumasok pa na 5. I mean, it is that close. You can probably toss coin na lang ang dating.
I would have to agree with you on that. Especially with the way this game has gone. Both fans, both sides, have had their opportunities to roar in this game. Mago, anong balita?
Just a couple of reminders for BMEG coming out of the gates at halftime. Richard tells us on defense, they just need to stop bailing out Ginebra with late fouls in the shot clock. Over at the other side on offense, if Ginebra continues to deny the guards decent looks, the big guys were reminded to be ready to shoot. Miko?
It cannot be just about the backcourt. I mean, of course, the front court will have to contribute as well.
When you look at the lineup of itong BMEG Derby Ace, when you speak of big men that can actually open up the lanes for them, that would probably be Don Aliado. That's why he's starting. And Mark Pingris is also a very capable big man in terms of scoring near the basket. That's why probably makikita natin yung starting lineup nila, the best scoring starting lineup that they could have, which is complete with a big man and loaded with their guards as well.
Also, a lot of experience on the floor para sa BMEG Derby Ace. A lot of championship experience, if I may add. 2 minutes having gone by in the third, and there's that outside shot you were mentioning from a big man like Aliado.
Don Aliado may not be the best defender right there on the court, not a guy that would block shots, but on the offensive side, he is a plus for his team.
Handoff for Miller. And here's James Yap on the move. James Yap is... Oh, block! Ronald Tubin blocked that shot, but there's a putback by Roger Yap. And a near steal there for BMEG Derby Ace.
No, that baseline, it's just has been open para dito kay Mark Kagiwa. When it was in the first half, he scored two baskets driving baseline. Ito na naman, nakakuha na naman siya ng puntos through the baseline here in the third quarter.
1-point game para sa Llamados. Is Simon. Up and under. First personal laban kay Ronald Tubin. Watch this again.
Peter Jun Simon. Right there, little up fake. Benta, lahat bumili sa up fake ni Peter Jun Simon. And the thing is, after that up fake, it is very hard to finish seeing all those guys coming down on you. And of course, the bucket and the bang para dito kay Peter Jun Simon.
Speaking of Toyota, the late Arnie Tuates used to do that so well. Third over. I tell you, there is a lot of winning experience on the floor para sa BMEG Derby Ace.
You know, Miko, I always felt that third quarter, the first 5 minutes of a third quarter, is usually the hardest period for players to really get going. And so far here in the third, but BMEG Derby Ace taking advantage of what seems like a very cold Barangay Ginebra squad.
Well, BMEG coming out roaring here in the third quarter. Lamang sila 6, 48-42, over 8 minutes remaining in the third. Ginebra will try to address the slow start during this timeout. It really smells like Christmas here at the Araneta Center when you have that huge Christmas tree and you hear Christmas carols. Complete with fireworks kahit hindi pa January 1. It's just a festive atmosphere all around the Araneta Center. It's a great place to be, whether you're watching basketball or enjoying a day with your family, a day with your friends, your loved ones. I mean, no dull moments here in this place.
Sulit na sulit, especially this Sunday. You know, you get the fireworks
Every
outside.
weekend, ganyan dito. Every weekend, it's Christmas.
Fireworks outside and fireworks inside the Araneta Coliseum.
Although right now, fireworks in favor of BMEG Derby Ace. They're up by 6. They were down by 1 at the start of the third quarter. At ito na ang pang-apat laban kay Pringles. It's going to be a problem.
I don't think para sa BMEG Derby Ace that they're really concerned about it, because they have him on a minutes log anyway, and they want him to continue to play and not let that be a hindrance to get his timing back.
Good point, good point. Roger Yap. James Yap. Against Wilson. Touch passing by the Llamados. Lipat doon si Tubin. Here comes Kagiwa. Kagiwa inside Wilson. Drop pass. Mamarin.
So one thing Barangay Ginebra is doing very well is after the screen roll, nawawala sa posisyon yung BMEG Derby Ace, and when they have that good interior passing, that's where the big men start to score for them.
Here's Aliado. Shot clock down to 10. Aliado almost getting the lucky bounce. So we're nearing the 7-minute mark of the third. Wilson. Miller for 3. Yes, sir!
So, Miko, nothing like a timeout to whip your boys into shape. Slow start para sa Barangay Ginebra in this third. Quick timeout part of Coach Jong, and all of a sudden his team is back into it.
Here's Willie Miller for a 3. Yes, sir. Ginebra back in this ball game, down by 1.
So now here are the John the second for the Kings. Don't give any second chance baskets, no turnover points. They should not get into foul trouble early. Now on offense, they had 28% in shooting, so they have to be more efficient and take better shots. Mika, Jason?
Of course, si Mika nakabantay talaga no, dito sa kampo ng Ginebra. Ginebra gustong bumangon. They lost by 1 point to the San Miguel Beermen, a very painful loss on a tip-in by Jay Washington. Nabali,